Hey you guys! Today I'm going to be talking to you about soulmate relationships. Now, I felt it was a good time to make this video because I'm going to be seeing a soulmate of mine on my trip to Greece. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is I find that in readings, people do ask about, when will they meet their soulmate? And I think when they say soulmate, they think somebody that they're going to fall in love with and have this really amazing romance with and spend the rest of their life together with this person. Now, a soulmate doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. In fact, we have a number of soulmates. So, it's not really a case of just having one soulmate and that necessarily it has to be a love kind of relationship. I mean, you will form a bond with people that are from your soul family. How it really works is that even before we reincarnate or incarnate, we already belong to a soul family, and we enter into agreements with members of our soul family to see who is going to come into this life with us. Now, in some cases, some might come with us and some might stay behind or enter into other lives or whatever. And we almost make a contract agreement with members of our soul family. And so when we come into the world, into the physical realm or whatever realm we've come into, incarnated into, we basically meet members of our soul family. Some of these people can be your, biological family. Some of these people can be friends. Some of them can be people that you haven't even met yet and soon will meet. And so it's like, to say you want to meet a soulmate is a very broad and general statement, because especially if you're trying to manifest a so-called soulmate, anyone can walk in basically. So it's really good that if you are trying to manifest love into your life and you want to use love affirmations and stuff, it's best not to just say soulmate. It's best to be very specific as to what it is that you really want to bring in, because a soulmate can bring in, like I said, anybody. So, and a lot of the time as well, actually I don't want to say a lot of the time, but because of the fact that you have developed karma with your soul family, and karma is neither good nor bad. It's just an experience that you're going to have in this life because that's what you have agreed to. Now, with karma, it can come manifest in all different ways. So with that being said, if, let's say, for instance, you want to manifest a soulmate and then you put out into the universe all these affirmations about manifesting a soulmate, someone can come into your life and this person may really challenge you on a soul level, and it may not be an experience that you enjoy. So that's why I think people should be wary of this word soulmate because the universe may not know exactly what you are meaning when you say that, and then anyone can just walk in. And so another thing as well is that regardless of what experience a soulmate comes in to give you, it's always going to be an experience that is going to elevate you on a soul level. So this person has come in to teach you some form of lesson or something that is going to help your soul evolution. And because of that, these relationships can feel very they can be very deep rooted. So you might meet somebody, this is the first time you've ever met them, but you feel this strong connection with them, you feel very attached to them in some kind of way, or the person feels very familiar to you. And because of this, the interactions that you and this person have with each other can be very powerful at times. So you might find that somebody that's a part of your soul family can get under your skin like no other person. Like, they know how to rile you up and get you going. Whereas on the other hand, you can find somebody that is a part of your soul family that make you feel that you feel passionate towards and just really in love with and stuff. So it can go so many ways. But I think it's soul relationships are very powerful relationships. And the person I'm going to see in Greece, I am very deeply connected to. And I could tell because at the time when I met him, I did a love affirmation, and I put out to the universe that I wanted to meet a soulmate. At that time, I didn't know much about soulmates. So I was just like most other people and just like, oh yeah, I want to be in love and I want to experience this great relationship. So I'm going to ask the universe for a soulmate. And then he came in. And he's an amazing guy. We are deeply connected. We do have a very strong bond with each other to the point that I know for sure, he's a soulmate. We spent past lives together. Even from the time I met him and I looked into his eyes, like there was something so familiar about him as a person, and it's like my soul knew the story that me and him had together, even though I guess on a physical level I wasn't aware of what that story was, but I just knew that there was this intense history like between the two of us. And I'm telling you, magical things have happened between me and him, highly spiritual things. He's a very spiritual person too. And he has such a nice energy about him. He's a person that he's really giving, and I really believe that he's called to really be of service to other people, because he's that kind of person. He doesn't do like any kind of healing practice in terms of, let's say, working with like clients and stuff, but he does so much to help others. Like it's just he's just like that kind of person. And I feel so blessed to have met him in my life, and that the universe created it so that we would come into contact with each other again in this life. um oh, but then again, we did agree to it, so but at the same time, even though our relationship is so close and we have this strong intensity between us, I can tell that he's definitely here to move me into the next phase of things spiritually, because he really does challenge me um when it comes to like my values and the things that I believe. And there's so much that I've learned from him and from being in relationship with him, um that is amazing. Things that I've learned spiritually, things that I've learned about myself. And so, and you will find that if you do meet up with somebody that you do share that kind of almost karmic relationship with, of this deep attraction and stuff, you will find that the two of you, when you come together, you will experience a lot of spiritual enlightenment. um and it can show up in ways that you wouldn't even imagine. I mean, for us, it showed up in terms of at times when we were intimate, um experiencing really out of this world experiences, that is more than just a physical connection between people, but it becomes that deep soul connection between two people. And it's almost like we have this magnetism where even when I hug him, it's like I don't want to let go and I want to just hold him so tight. And I've never experienced that with anyone before, apart from my son. But with him, I feel like that. Like there's a lot of energy and chemistry and things that's there. And I could tell that we just seem to be drawn together, even though since we met, there was a time where we weren't together. Um, but it seems that even though we weren't together at that time, it's like we really desired to be. And so I'm just so glad that at the beginning of this year we came, our paths connected again, and it's been really amazing ever since. So yes, this is just like a little summary, little video about soulmates. I'm probably going to make other videos about soulmates too, because there's so much that can be said for that whole topic. But yes, I'll see you guys. Bye.